Hello, I'm reviewing Star Trek Beyond from 2016. I give it an 8 out of 10 for a guilty pleasure. It's as pleasant as the thought of dying on the toilet to watch of a movie. Visually. Of a stunning movie. It's basically, this movie has as much likable characters how do I feel about these characters, these likable characters? I like the characters enough to say I don't want them to be murdered by me in cold blood. Which is not what I feel about Maguire's Spider-Man from 2002. For my first impressions. So, this movie in terms of execution and plot story and pleasant storytelling is as pleasant as the thought of dying on the toilet. For me. Because when I'm watching this movie, it feels like heck. It feels like basically I'm on the toilet and I'm suffering for my actions. That's what Star Trek Beyond feels like. It's the best Star Trek movie in the J.J. Abrams franchise trilogy. Made by J.J. Abrams. Ego. And many people on the internet, many people on the internet seem to think that Star Trek Beyond, smart movie critics on Star Trek Beyond think that there's many good movie critics and bad movie critics on the internet that I watch, that I see they all say that Star Trek Beyond is the best Star Trek movie. And you know, I can see why they say why it is. It's the best Star Trek movie that J.J. Abrams has done in his trilogy. And I gotta say, yeah, it's the best Star Trek movie since the last Star Trek movie that J.J. Abrams did. Star Trek Into Darkness is better than 2009 Star Trek movie, I think. And this movie tops Star Trek Into Darkness in every way, grand scale. And connecting to the heroes of the franchise and making us care them as succeeds the best into. Since the last one succeed best. It's the best Star Trek movie since Star Trek Into Darkness that J.J. Abrams has done. Star Trek Beyond is that good of a hit. It hits you in the head with stupid writing. That makes Shyamalan look competent writer when he written the script to Last Airbender plot. And they let him show that on screen. And produce that on screen. The 2010's Last Airbender I'm referring to. Not the great show. There's nothing wrong with the show. But the movie, everything's wrong with that movie. It's basically what's wrong with society, is what I thought originally first seeing that movie. But then I saw Star Trek Beyond, and I was so wrong and up my own ass. And I got off my own ass and realized Star Trek Beyond is way more dumber writing. But it was fun nonetheless. Like a punk rock diarrhea fresh feeling. Because it just makes sense, that description, because this feels like something else, the Star Trek Beyond movie. And I appreciate Star Trek Beyond. In Star Trek Beyond, Chris Pine is giving his best Captain Kirk impersonation. He sounds like he finally replicated to talk like William Shatner. Yeah, instead of making his own thing like he did in the first two Star Trek movies. Which, I give it as an improvement. A genuine improvement. Because I never liked him as Captain Kirk when he was doing his own thing. I found him kind of annoying as Captain Kirk in the first two Star Trek movies. And dumb. And annoying. Comedic relief they made him into. Captain Kirk. Even when he does become captain of the Empire, he's still a comedic relief idiot. Except in Star Trek Beyond. Because now in Star Trek Beyond, he talks, he sounds like he's doing a William Shatner impersonation by pausing in between his sentences, like William Shatner did on Star Trek in the great Star Trek franchise. And like he does in, you know? That's what this movie captures. The magic of William Shatner, finally. Captain Kirk. True, it sounds like he's just doing an impersonation of William Shatner. But it's better than what he was doing before. Which was making his own thing. Yikes, never do that again. Do not let him make it his own thing again. Just do it. Like, if J.J. Abrams was serious making a fourth Star Trek movie with this cast, do the same thing, the exact thing he did in Star Trek Beyond. Have him do William Shatner impersonation as Captain Kirk. For the whole movie, it's perfect. I give this an 8 out of 10 for a guilty pleasure of a movie. It is one of the greatest of all time guilty pleasures of cinema I've seen. I found it as gut-wrenching, as fun and spontaneous as the Avengers Endgame movie. I found it as funny and as spontaneous as Avengers Endgame when they made Smart Hulk finally into a meme. That's how much I love Star Trek Beyond. And why is it the best Star Trek movie that J.J. Abrams done in his run? That he may or may not continue with a fourth one. Don't know. Haven't heard anything that much about it. Updates on that movie. On the internet, I haven't looked up recently. And what the story is on that. So, will he make a fourth one? Will he not make a fourth one? Who cares? I don't care. I'm not eager, but I don't... I'm not eager, or I could care either way. Less. You know? I could care less either way. The CGI visuals and the practical effects are beautiful, blended well together, so the color grading choice is good and all. Everything about this visually stunning. Well, the story is just, I don't know, what's this? It's a J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie. What else can you expect for a story? But the worst type of storytelling, right? The dumbest kind you can expect. So expect the dumbest, bonkers, diarrhea, writing, balls to the wall you could expect to see in a Star Trek movie. Brought to you by J.J. Abrams with Star Trek Beyond. The best Star Trek movie in this trilogy. They saved the best for last. Isn't that great? Okay, that's my review on Star Trek Beyond. I give it 8 out of 10. Okay, subscribe to my content hit the thumbs up on my video. Hit thumbs up on my old videos when you check them out. Don't have to check them out in any specific order. Watch them at your own pace. And subscribe by hitting the bell first. Hit the subscribe button second, in that order. That's how you get subscribed to my content of my channel. Goodbye.